We were talking about like how some magazines, for instance, they will do their preparations for a magazine shoot like 18 months in advance. And so since I'm really new to creating content, I don't really know what my flow is like. I did my video last week. I noticed that as I was, doing my what's the week gonna look like, what's next week gonna look like, and different things like that, I have been too general in describing that. So for instance, I would say post a YouTube on Saturday, post a blog post every third Thursday, do the post the Substack newsletter the second and the fourth Thursday of the month, right? But I didn't have anything in there about when I would be doing these things to be ready to post it. And so I realized that no prep time for myself. So this week I should be getting ready to post the blog, right? Which will be sent out or posted on tomorrow. Well, I haven't started anything on the blog. I don't even have a theme or a title or anything like that. And so as I'm gearing up for next week, and even as now I'm getting ready for next month, I realize that I have to incorporate the things to do in the midst of that. And so one of the things that I would like to do is like be ahead of the game. This is where the time audit it becomes very important, because where can I either habit stack, or where do I need to give up the idle things that's really not pushing the pendulum forward for what I plan or want to do for my personal life and for my business, right? So, so this week, how long does it take for me to import my email from MailChimp over to Substack? Like, I have to take account for how long I think it's going to take, and then of course how long it actually takes. Because the one thing about the day-to-day stuff in the 12-week year is really what moves the pendulum. And I'm still figuring out what's busy work and what's actual like meats and potato for me to, again, move the pendulum in my business. With keeping the end in mind, there are going to be things that I would like to outsource. And so as I'm doing things, I'm going to start making a mental note as to how much time it takes. Is this really where I want to spend my time, or is this something that I want to give to somebody else? Now, prepare for it. There's the business side of it, and of course, there's the creative side of all the things. But at some point, I'm going to have to let the reins go on both sides. Like, I'm not going to be able to do recipe creations forever, because there's going to be a point where I'm really not in the store. I'm really not on the truck. I'm really not preparing packages for people. And so for those who are in the manufacturing, they'll probably be the ones to be to tap right into recipe making, because they're back there trying things out, playing around with things and things like that. But then I also have to kind of carve out time to create new recipes, right? Whether it be me always sharing what I'm doing and then figuring out, oh, okay, we want to incorporate this or whatever. So it's just like a lot of little things like that I'm trying to prepare myself for, because it's not something that I did the first time when we started Juicebox. I just kind of started, which is cool. Like, I think I have been really hard on myself in the past on how I operated my business, how I moved in business. And I realized that I did things, right? And things moved and things happened. And I have to honor myself in doing that and not be so what I should have done, all the things. And now with this relaunch of Juicebox, it's almost like a do-over almost, but it's really not a do-over. It's just an elevation, because I definitely know more now than I did 10 years ago when we started. And then even more I know now compared to when we started in the storefront. So it's no losses, right? It was just a little bit of a delay. And it was, now that I think about it, a delay that I needed. I needed the delay in order to be able to, again, move the pendulum that was needed. So definitely recognizing that I need to think more of how I am moving. So this week, the rest of this week and all of next week, I'm going to just play around with time blocking and then doing the thing, see how long it really takes, and then go from there. So is the board meeting record something. Let me write this down. Recording can probably be about 15 to 30 minutes. This is the time block. So under the branding, I have recording, newsletter blog, or newsletter blog. Oh, editing. Under recording, we'll have scripting, editing, newsletter, and the blog will have like an outline. So under scripting, editing, we also have recording. So scripting could probably take me an hour at this point because I really don't know what I'm doing. So we'll say, if I'm honest, I don't think I want my videos to be more than 15 minutes. This is after an edit. The video could be an hour. But after I do my edits, I only want about 15 minutes. That's here. The script itself should probably be at least 30 minutes. It should take me 30 minutes to prep, 10 to 12 minutes, right? So if in the future, I decide to make this my studio, whenever I come in here to do my recordings and things like that, I should pretty much have about an hour to 2 hours of scripting done because I probably want to do some blocking, time blocking to do recordings so that I can get maybe 2 to 3 recordings done at a time. Maybe, for instance, I can do a wham recording. That could be 15 minutes, right? That gets posted on a Monday or maybe Sunday night. And then my Sip and Chat podcast recording. Again, we're really staying in the 10 to 12 minute of this. This gets posted on, I'm going to say Wednesday. And JBTV, see, this is why I'm saying, like, I really want to get into the online space, right? For all of the things, not just for, but I want to get into the online space. So then JBTV has 2 components. It has a cooking component and then it has a talking head component. Now, the cooking component comes first and then whatever is edited, then we do the voiceover for the edit. I'm going to try that first. So then this is the voiceover for the edit. And so JBTV still will get a bit of a script. If nothing else, it'll get a shot list so I can know what shots I'm looking for and how to move. And I may even do the video kind of talking over it, but then knowing that I'm going to end up doing a voiceover for the whole thing. So the cooking is first. And then I would do that's the goal for me. So with those 3 things happening, right? Monday is the wham. Wednesday, knowing that this is how I want to operate, I have to start today to get ready for next week. So today is Wednesday. Normally my wrap up day is on Thursday, but by the time I get to Thursday, I should be planning next week. So a lot of my prep time for this kind of stuff for the next week is really going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then we'll use Wednesday and Thursday as needed. Here's the thing, guys, that I'm really coming to grips with. It's really no days off in business. Even when you try to turn off, you really can't. I've tried, and only if I was not working my business at all am I not thinking of my business. And that was for a time. But now that I'm back to wanting to be in my business and working my business, I'm thinking about it all the time. So there are no days off. I do need to learn to turn it off. Pause the things, don't answer emails, I have to learn how to do all of those things, but I have 7 days a week and I need to at least have something scheduled out for every day to move the pendulum as we need to. And I need the minimums. The minimums are the top 3 things that you have to get done minimally each day, right? On any given day, I can have 10 things that I need to get done. Some days I'm never going to feel like doing 10. Not every day, but some days it's like, I ain't got it. I don't have it. I'm exhausted. Like right now, I'm super tired. I want to go home, take a nap, all the things. But I need to pick at least 3 things each day that I need to get done that are not busy work to move the pendulum the next day. because that's the whole point. The point is to take today to prepare for tomorrow. So what can I do today to prepare me for tomorrow? Well, so now there is no 4 days, 5 days a week. It's 7 days a week. And yeah, I'll see you in the next Wham.